Another business associate of Edward's is his personal secretary, Peggy Sue. Peggy Sue Brumley comes from Alabama, presumably with a banjo on her knee. I say this because Peggy Sue is your typical Southern belle. She goes by her first and middle names, of course. South of the Mason-Dixon line, you'll find a lot of Peggy Sue's, Peggy Joe's, Peggy Lee's, Peggy Ann's, Peggy whatever's.
That's what helps you tell all us Peggy's part sugar lump.
Well, shut my mouth. Say hello to all the sweet people, honey child.
Hi, y'all.
I'm sorry about that. Anyways, I have a great affection for Southern women. They're charming, sweet, and very bright, although they're good at hiding that when they want to. They can easily get away with murder because you never suspect a sweet young thing like Peggy Sue to commit such a grisly crime, now would you?
Well, I certainly hope not. I don't even know why Walter would suggest such a thing. Murder indeed. The very idea just gives me the willies. Besides, you'd have to dislike someone heaps and heaps to want them dead, and I get along fine with everybody. Well, just about.
And Edward?
Edward can be real demanding at times and real rude when he's in a bad mood, and he gets in bad moods a lot. I admit he does ruffle my feathers sometimes, but you can't murder someone for having an unpleasant disposition, can you?
Well, anything's possible. Please, take a seat, Peggy Sue.
Sure, sweetie.
Another business associate of Edward's to introduce is his lawyer. Lawrence! Lawrence Tate is a lawyer, but that doesn't necessarily make him a villain. There's no doubt the man knows how to draw up a legal paper. I bet if he was around in 1776, he could have drafted the Declaration of Independence in, say, 15 minutes?
Thank you. I accept the compliment, because it happens to be true. You could say I'm especially adept at drafting the modern equivalent of the Declaration of Independence, to wit, divorce papers. If you don't believe me, ask Justine Worthington. It's also possible Allegra Worthington will test for that fact in the near future. Both of them have learned the hard way. I can write an ironclad marriage contract and protect Edward from fortune hunters with complete success.
Thank you for the information, Lawrence.
Anytime. This is my bill in the mail.
I've only myself to blame. I did create him. Anyways, I have one last set of introductions, and then we'll get this show on the road. The staff. Staff! In real life, it would take the staff the size of a small platoon to run a mansion the size of Worthington Manor. But for our sakes and purposes, this group of four will do just nicely. Sound off, troops.
I am Hollister, the butler. I picture Worthington Manor as a huge ocean liner of which I'm the captain. The other servants can tell you that I run a tight ship.
That's the truth, and I like it that way. I'm Mrs. Vickers, the housekeeper. Mr. Worthington's home is a showplace, and I intend to keep it that way.
I'm Ina, the cook. Someone didn't give me a last name, so I guess it's just Ina. I do my job. I keep my ears open and mouth shut. You would be surprised what I could tell you about the people who live under this roof, but I won't.
I'm Edith, the maid. I'm kind of shy and I wish I would stand up here and talk about myself. I heard what you said about Mr. Tony trying to seduce maids, and that makes me nervous too.
Oh, don't you worry, my dear. We'll deal with Mr. Blackwell when the time comes. But for now, if I could take center stage. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The cast of characters in tonight's little murder mystery. They include, as you recall, Edward's curtain wife and her playboy brother, his ex-wife and their daughter, his sister, his business manager and his wife, his lawyer, his personal secretary, and the household staff. Now, they'll get the show started while I summon Edward, the key figure in tonight's story. Can we get a blackout and some mood music to provide with the transition, please?